Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the 713 Houston Sportcast. I'm your host, Ruben Calvillo.
The city of the dream team, Hakeem, Turing, Beyonce, yeah, me. And I remember hot summer, hot winter. I couldn't fight, so the block made a hot spin.
Real quick, guys, if you want to get on the show, just hit me up on Twitter. That's where I am most likely to be reachable. Like I said, I want this channel to be fun. I want this to be about, the fans of Houston. So hit me up on Twitter. We can get it started. Once again, I'm here with my bro Ricardo. This is his second video. I'm here with Hunter. How you doing, Hunter?
How's it going?
And y'all already know who he is. Gospel
What's
rapper,
up, y'all?
motivational speaker, gunslinger, Kenneth the Messenger. All right, guys. So this is one of our first draft videos that I want to do. So we're going to go down one offensive player who we love from this draft and one defensive player. And Hunter, since you new to the channel, bro, first of all, welcome. So we're going to start off with you. What offensive and defensive person do you want coming out of this draft?
Yeah, I got I went with something realistic that would fall to us in the second round. So I'm gonna go with Brandon Ayuk with a receiver. And we can select him either pick in the second round. They compare him to like Robert Woods. So you can put him on the outside or inside. Kickoff returns, punt returns, stuff like that. He has a lot of explosive plays. The only thing is he's not crazy physical, so he has to get more physical, but he's definitely has a speed. He ran a 4.5 40.
Woo.
And I think that he can get open a lot. And we'll replace Hopkins' production, but not exactly the same as he was because they're completely different players. He's a bit shorter, but definitely a lot faster. And then my defensive player, I think I'm going to change it to TCU's Blacklock, saying that he falls to pick 40, perhaps. Or maybe we'd have to trade up, but I think he would be available there like early in the second. He can definitely replace DJ Reader's production. Could be a day one starter or work his way in. And I think we still have that whole defensive tackle that needs to be filled even until this day. So I think he would fill in nicely. He's probably the third best defensive tackle prospect. So I think those two guys could fill in the holes that we have in the production that we lost in Hopkins and DJ Reader. So, yeah, those two.
And before I get to Ricardo, Hunter, what was your thoughts on the DeAndre Hopkins trade?
I don't think it's hard to make sense of it, but I mean, at the end of the day, it happened. And we got in David Johnson, who he hasn't been himself for a few years, but I mean, we're just going to have to, welcome him in and try to work him in the offense, make him a 1-2 punch with Duke Johnson and, use that second pick that they gave us and get the most value we can. I mean, obviously it sucks. He's one of our favorite players to watch on the whole team. And I really don't think you can dwell on it. It's been 2 weeks. So I just think that we have to move David Johnson in the offense nicely, as well as, use that second round pick they gave us wisely. So.
Yeah, man, because people are still in their feelings about DeAndre Hopkins. Every day you see somebody tweet, I cannot believe we traded him away. Bill O'Brien's an idiot. I cannot believe this. Like I said, you can't do it. You got to move on. Ricardo, one offensive player you love, one defensive player you love coming out of this draft.
All right, we're going to start offensive. I'm going to go with Justin Jefferson from LSU. I like this man. He got good hands. He don't have that breakaway speed like Will Fuller, but he got good catching radius. He got great hands, like I said. He's pretty physical, good route running. But the only thing is the speed that's lacking for him. But they're saying that he should be available around there. And for defense, I'm going to go with Bond from Wisconsin. He's an edge guy. He's pretty good with his hands. He got swim moves. He could take away the block. But the only issue, the red flag I have with him is he broke his leg in 2017 and 2018, his left leg. So he don't got that much lower body power. So if he wants to like bull rush or try to get a player off, it's going to be difficult. But I think he'll be a good addition to help out J.J. Watt.
Wait, so he broke both legs?
No, he broke his left leg in 2017 and 2018. Both.
That's tough. I actually like him. I was thinking about him, and he's been available in some of my mock drafts, but he is somebody who I think could really come in and make a difference for this team. Kenneth the Messenger, one offensive player, one defensive player. Go off, bro.
All right, so my first offensive player, I would love for us to get Jonathan Taylor. You know how hype I am on Jonathan Taylor, man. Like, I don't know why, like I said in the last video, a lot of people, they saying he might fall. And I don't know how this man can even fall to the second round. But if he's there, man, I hope we can draft Jonathan Taylor. Man is explosive, fast, and when he hit the hole, he's gone. Like, his speed is amazing once he hit the hole. Like, you would think he running fast once he hit the hole, but once he get to that second level, and then he got to get past one person, the speed just turns up even more. So I really hyped on Jonathan Taylor, man. And I really hope that we can draft him so he can be our next best back since Aaron Foster, because that's the last time we really had like a legit back. And I think he could be there if we can be able to get him. And defense, my bro, shout out to him, Jordan Elliott from Mizzou. Play D tackle, play anything on the D line, really. Man, big, strong, 6'4", very strong, powerful dude. He's quick for a big dude. He's 315 and he quick, man. If you go check out his highlights, he gets around. Like, if it's one-on-one, he gonna win. He's the type of guy that he's gonna have to get double teamed for him not to be effective. And I think he can even be effective if he being double teamed. Like, he's that good. And I really, not to hype my bro up, but like real talk, like if you check his highlights out, Jordan Elliott, man, he's a good talent type of dude, and hopefully I think he can fall because I believe he slept on.
Me and you talk every day about Texas, and you said how you did a mock draft and then you posted it. So tell me what happened with that.
For me?
Yes. What Jordan Elliott? What did he do?
Oh, I ain't do no mock draft. I ain't do no mock draft, but
well, you talk about him coming to Houston and he liked it.
Oh, you talking about that? Okay, yeah. So you know how they do the mock draft, and they might be like they guess and see who gonna go where. So they had the Texans drafting him because, of course, we were possibly gonna lose DJ Reader, which we did. So I mean, if he was to fall to, I think it's 57 pick. If he fall to that 57 pick, you never know. We might not. We never know. But if we do, man, I'm gonna be real hype. I'm gonna be quick to get a jersey, and yeah, I'm gonna be real hype for my boy.
Okay, now on to me. We did lose DeAndre Hopkins, so that wide receiver is a huge need. And this dude, a lot of people are saying that he's gonna fall. Some of them think that he's gonna be taken in the middle round. If the Houston Texans manage to draft T. Higgins, I think that will be spectacular for the Houston Texans. He had 59 catches, 111 plus yards, along with 13 touchdowns. He was Trevor Lawrence's go-to guy. When they needed a big play, they went to T. Higgins. And one thing about T. Higgins is that he's 6'4". The dude reminds me of A.J. Green, just how big he is. He could run routes. He can make the contested catch. And for 6'4", he does got a bit of speed. And that is something that DeAndre Hopkins did lack, his speed. If we manage to get T. Higgins, the Houston Texans should not only make him their number one option, but should give him number 10.
Oh, man.
Chill, nah. Don't put that pressure on that man.
I don't know about all that.
You can't put that pressure on that man. But,
and that's the thing, right? Pressure. Because whoever we draft, if it's Brandon Ayuk, if it's T. Higgins, they are going to be looked at as DeAndre Hopkins' replacement. And the reason why I love us drafting T. Higgins is because he has that thick skin, right? He's been in big-time games. He's played in national championships. He's won one, and his quarterback just happens to be from Clemson. We need somebody who has a thick skin because, not only are they coming to the NFL, that's enough pressure as it is. But now they're looking at you as DeAndre Hopkins' replacement. Everybody thinks the replacement is Randall Cobb, and all three of us know that is not the replacement.
Yeah.
The replacement is going to be coming into this draft, and whoever he is, he needs to have a thick skin. Now, on defense, go.
Yeah, I love that pick. I just think because if we did select him, it would feel like we just got another Clemson receiver, and I think that would make the fans reassured, and Watson would be excited to get another Clemson receiver, and I think it would just kind of patch the loss of, losing our big, lengthy Clemson receiver, and we get another guy who has crazy, ability to catch and, everything that he comes with.
And then Kenneth, so his stats really don't pop out. I know he has 1,100 plus yards and 13 touchdowns. But let me ask you, bro, how many games did he play past the third quarter?
Who we talking about?
T. Higgins.
Oh, honestly, man, probably not a lot. Like he do get injured. I know he got injured against Ohio State.
Yeah.
In that game. And he didn't get to finish that game.
And not only that, right? Like Clemson was just blowing people out. So there was really no need for T. Higgins, to be on the field for the whole 4 quarters. So not only he's still kind of fresh. Now for the defensive side of the ball, I think Kenneth Murray from Oklahoma is going to be an absolute study. At 101 total tackles, along with 4 sacks, the dude has wide receiver speed. He could get to the running back. And one thing that we need as Texans is a linebacker who could drop back in coverage, because I absolutely think Bernard McKinney is a bum. I think we should try to trade him. Quarterbacks had perfect, passer ratings against them. He allowed 8 touchdowns on the season. He didn't have a pass defense, an interception. He was nowhere on the pass game. And if you look at the schedule, right, we're going against the Chiefs. We're going against the Ravens. We're going against the Browns. One thing all those people have is they have wide receivers they have running backs who could catch out the backfield and make plays. And I'm sorry, but McKinney, he showed that he was horrible against the pass, and it's only going to get worse. If you get Kenneth Murray, not only does this defense get better, but I feel a lot better, if we drop back in coverage, because Bernard McKinney, the dude, is great against the run, but he is just horrible against the pass. And if I could throw one more player out there, right? I think Hunter knows this guy. Donovan People-Jones, the wide receiver out of Michigan. He didn't have good stats. He had 34 catches, 438 yards, and 6 touchdowns, but he had absolute horrible quarterback play. What's his name? Shaw Peterson is a horrible quarterback for Michigan, but when he had the ball, he made plays. And he will be there in the third. Maybe, he might be gone by the third, but he is somebody that the Houston Texans should look at. He's 6'1", 6'2". He has speed, reliable hands, one of the best route runners in the league. The only thing that plagued him is a horrible quarterback play, from the quarterback from Michigan. So, all these players that we could talk about, I love the Jonathan Taylor pick. I love the Brandon Ayuk pick because, Hunter, I think the Houston Texans should change their offense. And here's why I say that. I think we need to be a running gun and just throw everything deep. The Kansas City Chiefs were called the Legion of Zoom by The Rock in that awesome intro on Fox. We need to emulate that style of play. Send everybody deep, and Watson can make plays. Not only does it open the field for Watson with his legs, but I'm sorry, it's hard. It's hard to cover speed. Speed kills. And, we have, if we get someone like Brandon Ayuk, it's just going to open so many things for this Houston Texans team. And then you have running backs who could catch. Duke Johnson, David Johnson. Man, I'm just excited for this offense.
Have you guys seen the Denzel Mims, his tape?
Yeah, he's an absolute beast.
That dude can pretty much do it all.
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's gonna be there when we I honestly think he's gonna go before T. Higgins. I really feel like he's gonna.
But there's honestly so many. The wide receivers are so stacked that some people are gonna fall. So
and that's why I think T. Higgins is gonna fall because
T. Higgins.
A lot of people doubting him. Yes, a lot of people doubting him for some reason. He didn't work out in the combine, so that could be another thing to be held against him. So.
Yeah,
and not only that, this corona thing is going on. So a lot of people aren't going to pro days. A lot of players are going to fall in this draft. It's just a matter of who is going to fall. But, man, this is looking up to be a crazy offseason. I don't know what Bill O'Brien's thinking. For all we know, he could draft a kicker in the second round. Because you don't know the coach. Nothing's out of the norm with him.
You have no idea.
No idea what's going to happen. But one thing I know for sure, guys, is that we're going to be watching every single Sunday. I know
Sure.
Kenneth always says if we trade Watson, I'm done. He ain't going nowhere.
Man, I hope not. But
Watson's
I hope
not
not.
going nowhere, guys. But hey, this was awesome. We really gave great insight to the fans. Guys, if you want to come on the show, hit me up on Twitter. This was fun. Hunter, very good for your first video. Ricardo,
Appreciate it, man. Good time.
Second. Kenneth, you already know what we do. As
Yes,
always,
sir.
guys, go Texans. Y'all have a blessed day.